Alright, so I'm out here today on the trap line, and I've already checked the traps and nothing's in them. So I'm going to be rebaiting the traps, and I'm actually going to be moving one of the traps to another location. So what I'm going to be rebaiting them with is, I've already put peanut butter in them, and I'm going to be putting a chunk of this fish in there, the head chunk, because I think the head chunk looks better. But truthfully, I have no idea what fish this is. I usually use gizzard shad, but the other day I was at the Coosa River and a guy caught a couple of these and he gave them to me, and I asked him what type of fish they were, and he didn't even know. We were asking all kinds of people and they didn't know. So if you know what this fish is called, put a link, add a comment below and tell me what they are, because I really have no idea what they are. Here, I'll give you a little bit of a closer look so you kind of see better what it looks like. It's got big old eyes. It's frozen solids, why it's kind of caked in ice. But it's got a big old eye on it. This is the biggest one. I can't bend him out. It's about 7 or 8 inches. And the weird thing is when he swims, he breathes out of water. He was like, I left him out of water and he stayed awake all night. If I can get his mouth open, I'll show you. He's got teeth on his tongue. I really have no idea what this thing is. This is kind of weird looking. Ow. Poked my thumb in his teeth. Right there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's got a little bit, there it is. He got a little bit of spikes on his tongue. It's crazy looking, but yeah. Gonna bait the traps up with this sucker and then go put another one in a different location. I'm just going to chunk it in there. It's in the back with some peanut butter. Ready to go. Alright, let's go put this other trap out. So the spot I'm going to be setting it in right now is on the other side of the train tracks that are right next to my house, and I'm going to set that one over there, and I have 3 other traps over along a creek next to the creek that I was walking past on the way home. This car just stopped. For some reason. Some crazy people out here. But I'm going to set this one up there. I'm going to set it up there on the other side of the train tracks. I caught a lot of coons over there and possums, so hopefully it'll work for me again this time. I don't think I'm going to be using fish on this set because I don't feel like fish works very well when it's not on the edge of a creek. So I'll probably just be putting peanut butter in this one. But I'll show you how I do it. I'm just setting a box trap, so there's not much to it. But there is a couple things that I do that other people don't do that has tended to work for me a whole lot better in my success. So here goes. Alright guys, so this right here looks like a good spot. I'm sitting in on the edge of a dried up creek. It runs through the woods back here. It hasn't had water in it forever, but the coons and the possums like to run along the edge of on each side of it, and occasionally they'll cross it, but usually they don't cross it just because it's so deep. And also down there in the bottom I see some hair that looks like something got tore up or got scraped on a tree or something. So I don't know, but that's a good sign. So I'm gonna bait my trap up right here. I'm not gonna be putting fish in this one because it's not next to a creek. It's just next to a creek bed, which hasn't had fish in it, known to me ever. So basically, the first thing I do is I find a spot. I like to with my trap. I don't like it to be too wobbly. I want it to have a firm foundation, just the same as you would do with a leg trap. So I actually scrape off the pine needles or dirt or wherever I'm setting it. Put it down in there and pile them up on the sides. Now there's this bar right here along the edge that is for the trigger mechanism to make the door slam. Runs right here, it hooks on the top and goes, and you don't want the grass to be covering that because that'll affect the sensitivity of the pad inside here, so you'll have a chance of the coon or whatever critter goes in there of not being caught. So when I'm putting my bait in there, then this one has like a little safety thing. I put that on there so it doesn't close. Not necessarily because it's going to hurt me, but because it's just, it'll be annoying. Pick your stick up. Oh, that was not good. Give you a sizable amount. If I can get in and out. Right there. Stick that sucker back in there. Past the pan because you won't have to come over the pan to get in it. I'm actually going to put a little bit more in there because, you know, if we like to eat a lot, coons like to eat a lot. I guarantee it. Coons will eat everything they get their hands on. And the stronger the smell, the faster they come in. Now, one of the main things that's important about setting a box trap like this, or any box trap for that matter, is to, when you're clipping on the clip onto the door, you want to make sure it's barely hooked. You want it to be barely hooked on there, but just enough to where if the box trap wobbles, then it's not going to set off. So right there. And you want to make sure you take your safety pin off because I've done that before, left the safety pin on, come back here and there's no bait in my trap and the door's not closed because it couldn't close. It's a pretty bad feeling, guys. It's not good. And there you go. Ready. Oh, and another thing I like to do is I'll take me a little bit peanut butter on my finger. There's this tree right here behind. I'll smear it up here high on this tree just to get the scent going out to where they'll be able to smell it from a ways away. Just wash this nasty stuff off. It smells good. Alrighty, so that's the way I set my box traps. I also have leg traps that I set. I'll be making another video of how I set my leg traps. If y'all have any trapping experiences that y'all would like to share, or questions y'all have to ask, just put a comment in the comment section below, and be sure to like this video if you already haven't. I'll see you next time on the trapping line.